Hello and welcome to this week's Positive Recovery with Corinna, being made for www.sobertownpodcast.com, where you will find all my podcasts and many other great podcasts and lots of resources, sober tools, and it is your one-stop sobriety shop. So head on over there for everything sobriety and lots of sober support. This week, it's Christmas week, I just wanted to talk to you about owning your sobriety, because it might just help you. It's very difficult when we give up drinking. Many of us try and keep that a secret. In some ways, we kept a lot of our drinking, or the excess of our drinking, secret. And then when we get sober, we start to keep that a bit secret too. We tend to shy away from being loud and proud. I was loud and proud sober right from day one, even though I'd had many sober attempts and told people, right, that's it, I'm not drinking anymore, I'm going to give up drinking. I got used to my son and my then husband's eyes rolling to the back of their head like, yeah, because we've heard it all before. And then in August last year, I did get sober, and I did that with the support of the I Am Sober app. It's a great app. There's a great community over there. Really supportive. So even if you're just considering getting sober and you're not yet given up the drink, then and you want some support, go and check out the I Am Sober app. It really is a great resource with a fantastic community who really will get you. They really do get you. They really do understand you. They know what you're going through, and they know all your tricks too, and they know all your concerns, all your problems, all your worries. And I promise you, you will fit in. You will fit. For me, for a long time, I was trying to fit in, and I drank to fit in for many years. And it wasn't till I got sober that I actually felt that I fit in. My jigsaw puzzle is now complete. But one of the things I did from the I Am Sober app is that there's a counter on there, so you know all the time exactly how many days, weeks, hours, months that you are sober. And right from day one, whenever I saw people in a social setting, I would tell them, I'm a week sober. And everyone would look at me and go, yeah, wow, good for you. And that would actually end the conversation. We are halted from telling people that we're sober because we fear the response. That is a big thing with communication, actually. A lot of the time we don't communicate things because we fear the response, and it stops us. But in being loud and proud in my sobriety, people just didn't even bother, actually. They just went, oh, good for you. That was it, end of conversation. There were a couple of people in text who I told who said, oh, I didn't realise you had a problem. Now, many of us then get a bit defensive of that, like, oh, I didn't have a problem. I don't want people to know I had a problem and it must show me as weak. No, it doesn't show you as weak. It shows you as strong, because you know what? You did have a problem. That's why you've quit. We all had a problem with alcohol. Most of us, the problem is that we can't moderate. And the problem is that we got addicted to an addictive substance. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. It is an addictive substance, and we got addicted. But that's okay, because we saw the issue and we stopped. And that is something to be really proud of, that we've actually seen the problem and we've taken steps to do something about it. That's far better than shying away and just continuing to do something because we don't want to look stupid or silly or whatever. A lot of our life is about how we look to others and how others perceive us. And one of the things we learn in sobriety, that we have to put ourselves first. It is about us. And I think it is really important to be loud and proud sober. But of course, it's totally your choice. This is your journey. And it's up to you how you do it. You have to do what is right for you. The other thing that I've noticed as well that some of us do is that when we start saying, we did have a problem, we start going into the depths of what the problem was. And I've noticed that sometimes it's a bit like a pissing competition about, well, I drank more than you and you didn't drink very much and blah. You know what? It's not a pissing competition. It is an individual journey. It's an individual story. It is our journey. It is nobody else's. Nobody else's at all. So it's really, really important that, that it's not seen as a competition. It is how it was for us. Now, some people are quitting because they've been drinking. Some people are quitting because they drank one glass of wine every few days or every night. It really doesn't matter. If it's a problem for you, or even if it's not a problem, you just want a healthier life, because we now know when we get sober that actually even one glass is a glass of poison. So why drink a glass of poison? It really doesn't matter how much we drank. It doesn't matter how much of a problem it was to us. The important thing is that we've now quit. And that's nothing to be ashamed of at all. And in fact, telling people that you had a problem is good in my eyes. I've told people ahead of the game, I'm going to go out on a school reunion, hopefully in January if lockdown doesn't ensue. Now, I'm 57, so I left school many years ago. But I've got some really good friends in that reunion, and I've told them that I don't drink and I've quit. And I've told them the extent of my problem because it stops people from then sneaking a vodka in your drink, It stops people from going, I'm not getting you water or I'm not getting you a Coke. Have a proper drink. Why put yourself up to that humiliation, embarrassment if they know that you've got a problem? Because we do have a problem, and it's okay to admit we have a problem. It really, really is. We shouldn't be shying away from that. But again, it's up to you. It's up to you what you do. I think the biggest insult that I get is when I tell people I've stopped drinking, is you get the response of, oh, boring. And I used to get a bit insulted about that and a bit angry and a bit defensive. But actually, I would have said exactly the same and thought exactly the same when I was drinking. It's only that I now know that I'm not boring and that I'm actually far more fun off of alcohol. It's far better. And that's what I tell people. And I say, no, it's not at all. I've been sober for this long and actually I'm having the best fun of my life, the best time of my life, because that is true. That is the truth. And that's what we can do, isn't it, is lead by example. Is if people say it or boring, and just say, not at all, I'm having a great time. This is the best time of my life. And then prove it to them. Don't get sulky or stroppy or think, get morose because you think you're missing out, because you're not missing out. You're not missing out at all. There is the joy of missing out. The joy, what are you missing out on? Not remembering what you've said, vomiting, going to sleep on the bathroom floor, waking up with a hangover the next day, not being able to do anything because you feel so shite. That's the reality of what you're missing out on. Alcohol can give you the buzz for 20 minutes and then it doesn't. And then we just need to drink more and more and more, and then we get numb, and then it's just all a complete shit show, isn't it, really? So that's the truth. That's the truth of alcohol. As I say, this is your journey, but for me, one of the things that really, really worked is owning my sobriety and saying, I did have a problem. I did have a problem, but I haven't now, and it feels good, and it feels amazing, and I've conquered it. Or I'm conquering it, because I'm not going to get complacent. It is each day as it comes. We are all just a sip away. It doesn't matter where we are in our sobriety, we are one sip away from that slippery slope again. So we have to keep working it. And one of the ways of working it for me is to be loud and proud sober. Anyway, you have to do what's right for you, but I'm just passing on some of the stuff that's worked for me. I'm wishing you all a peaceful and wonderful Christmas, and stay sober, not another drop, no matter what, and just have fun. Stay safe and have fun, and I'll catch you all after the Christmas holidays. Bye bye for now.